As opposed to getting here in the orange.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Chamberlain's checked in for Davis. Brandon Knight comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And it's Payton in for James. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
All right, Doris.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
That's a bold move, trying to respond to that three, but he couldn't convert.
Here's Anthony. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Toronto?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
And the basket by Payton.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Payton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Richmond pushing it up now. Fires the three. Another three for Richmond.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
And, you know, they haven't had the best day inside, but they got one when it mattered most.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Good game for Kobe. He's got 13 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
And Toronto making a change here. Curry's checked in.
He was very composed on that trip to the stripe, and is close to being a one-possession game now.
Payton drives in. Back to Curry. From deep. Shot is blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Shoots. And Anthony sends it back. Jacks up a three. And Steph Curry gets the three.
They stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Now they're feeling confident, and they're in a good flow offensively, so why not just keep firing it out there? That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Toronto leading by 7. .105 left to play here in the 4th. Payton dishes to Curry. Curry with another miss.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Payton outside. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Now here is George. Just 4 to shoot. For 3. Payton's shot is off. Payton's gone 1 for 5 from the field. 20%. Wilkins. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He gets the first. That shrinks the margin to just 4. Some changes for Toronto. Dominique Wilkins. He's checked in for Paul George. And it's Thompson in for Curry.
That's got to be the biggest pair of free throws of the game so far, guys, because it turns this thing into a one-possession game. And that's right, no other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
James checked in for Toronto. And here's Kobe from the arc. The three won't fall. Toronto calls timeout. The score is knotted at 72. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Thompson from long range. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams in these few minutes of basketball pan out. And it's Richmond to start out. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Toronto right now, they've got Klay Thompson. Wilkins is out there with Anthony. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's LeBron in the 1 spot. Thompson for 3. That one goes. Count. Thompson's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
The kick out to Wilkins. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. And Richmond leads by 2.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Nice ball movement by Richmond. And stolen by LeBron. Thompson passes to LeBron. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
The referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Toronto. Both good from the line that time.
No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
Unloads from 13. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Wilkins. 14 points for Carmelo Anthony.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Here's Davis. Shot is blocked. The drive by Bryant. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now it's a 4-point Richmond lead.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots. Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Curry's checked in for Thompson.
And the clock is their worst enemy right now.
And they got to work very quickly here, Steve.
Look how well he led him there with that pass.
And the free throw, no good.
Looking at the game for Wilkins, he's got 17 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or 2.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And they're desperately trying to get this game back within reach.
Yeah, with very little time to spare.
And Richmond pushing it up now. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. It's Wilkins with the drive.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And Toronto making a change here. Payton's checked in.
And if he hits all those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable, but they are still within one possession.
Hardaway with it. Wilkins picks him up. And Bryant kicks to Wilkins. Money!
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Deft touch on the alley-oop. And Richmond leads by 7.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Here's Curry. Off the mark. And so it's Richmond who comes out on top here.
Yeah.